Hi, it's Mario Toneguzzi with It's Your Business on MegaPixx Media. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. Hello and welcome to It's Your Business with Mario Toneguzzi on MegaPixx Media. Joining me today is a special guest, Bret the Hitman Hart. Thanks for joining us today, Bret.
My pleasure to be here.
Well, we've gone through a lot of tough times in Calgary these days. No, you're no stranger to tough times. Tell me what message you have for Calgarians to get through these difficult, challenging times that we face.
Well, I just want everyone to know, especially people that are struggling with the small businesses, and it's been such a tough year for everybody. You know that I just want them to know that it matters to me, and we're going to get through this by just kind of sticking together, and everybody's got to kind of look out for their neighbor a little bit, and I think it's just a good time to let everyone know you're thinking of them, and we're all in this together, and we're going to get through this together, and good times are just waiting around the corner. So we just got to hang tough and be smart and be sensible, and follow all the protocol, follow all the rules. Wearing a mask is not that hard to do. It's a pretty simple thing to do, and it's a small sacrifice to make, and it's important that everybody plays for the end game. We're maybe halfway through this now, and we're going to get through it by taking care of each other and looking out for each other, and sharing that goodwill, and just working together.
You've been obviously here in Calgary all your life, and is this the toughest you've seen it in the city for people?
I think certainly on a financial level, I think it's the toughest thing that I can think of. I know the floods back a few years ago were when you think of those, you think of that time, you think, that was a tough ride for everybody. But this is a longer fight. It's a longer struggle. It's in a lot of ways a darker struggle. I'm lucky that I can say that I haven't lost anybody or know anybody that close to me that's been that affected by the COVID crisis. But at the same time, it's there. It's hurt a lot of families already, and I just think we just gotta like we did with the flood, we just gotta pull together and care for each other.
On a personal level, everybody's got to deal with all these different challenges, whether it's health or finances in their own ways. As I said, you have been no stranger to challenges in life, personal stuff with certain tragedies, with people passing away at too young of an age, your own health. How have you got through all that stuff?
Well, I'm lucky enough to say I count my blessings. I've had a couple of close calls. I don't mind saying that a lot of my friends and even family are not around anymore. And life is very random. You just never know what's going to happen. I had a good wrestler friend of mine, Animal from Legion of Doom, or Road Warrior. Died, I think it was yesterday, 60 years of age, natural causes. Just bang, but it's over. And just makes you appreciate things. Life there are no promises, there's no guarantees. But, live every day like it's your last is kind of the motto I always live by. And I'm grateful for, all the support that I've had over the years from, even Canada here in the medical system. When I watch TV in the States, I shake my head sometimes at how they criticize the health system up here in Canada. But, I've had 2 knee replacements, I've had a stroke, I've had prostate cancer, I've had various surgeries on my hands, I just had so many, surgeries and medical problems with, just with the life I had as a wrestler. But I think if I hadn't had healthcare like we have in this country, I'd probably be broke. I know a lot of the wrestlers that in the States that have less than issues than I do, have bad knees or bad this or bad that, and they have no healthcare and they have no benefits. it's kind of a sad thing when you look at a big corporation like WWE.
Mm.
The janitor that sweeps up the office building has more benefits than the pro wrestlers that built the whole company.
Wow.
And,
yeah.
You know, you see them go on. They bought the XFL.
Yeah.
Sold it to Rock for peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
And the wrestlers have no benefits. All that money that could have gone into, you know, putting something for these wrestlers when they're all destitute and all broken down, just kind of makes me shake my head at how unfair and how silly the Americans are to ridicule the Canadian healthcare system.
How is your health these days?
My health is very good. I'm utilizing all this time at home with this quarantine stuff, where it's actually benefited me in a lot of ways to spend a lot of time at home. I get a lot of time with my family, and I've been training a lot. Like I just take it easy. I'm not exactly like training for any kind of world-class event or anything.
Yeah.
But I've been doing a lot of rowing. I got a rowing machine. I do
Cool.
a lot of stationary bike, and I got an electric bike that I ride around in. So
Okay.
for the most part, I feel as good as I felt in years, and life is good right now.
What is, you know, throughout your career as a wrestler, what do you think wrestling taught you? Like the biggest lesson it taught you?
Well, I think the biggest lesson that I learned is that, you know, integrity is everything. You know, it's all about your integrity. Money is kind of fleeting in the sense that it's great to have money, but it's not the most important thing in the world. And I just look at my career and how, even how it ended. You know, but everything, my whole career, how I struggled for years to make a name for myself, and when I finally did make a name for myself, how important it was for me to stand by my integrity all the time. And over 20 years later, it's like, you know, my integrity still stands, and I did everything. My word was good as gold then, and it still is today.
Okay. One last question. You could probably throughout your career and lifetime have lived anywhere in the world. Why did you want to stay here and stay in Calgary? And
you know, I could have left Calgary a long time ago. I've always loved Calgary. It's always been home for me. It's been home for my family. I never, you know, there was times like you'd have to have left my mom and dad, and I would have to leave brothers and sisters. And now as I've gotten older, you know, all my kids have grown up here. I still think Calgary's the best place in the world. You know, I could live anywhere. I could easily move anywhere I want to. But I love the 4 seasons. I wish it was a little warmer in the winter here.
yeah.
But, you know, there's something about the winter up here where it's, you know, it gets pretty cold, and there's a certain warmth that brings families together, like coming in from the cold and being together. And I like that. I like that it seems like every spring you get a fresh start. It's like you just get to start over again. And I love the 4 seasons just the way they are. And I love the people of Calgary. I know that, you know, when I talk of Calgary and I speak of how I grew up here and the people I know and the kind of people I know, you know, there's good people in Calgary that never change. You know, I think if you look at all the different parts of the city, you know, it's a city that's always pulled together. I think we care about each other up here, and you know, I'm just very proud to be from Calgary. Always have been. I don't never see myself ever leaving here.
Okay, super. Thanks for joining us today, Bret.
My pleasure.
That was Bret the Hitman Hart. This has been It's Your Business with Mario Toneguzzi on MegaPixx Media. Thanks for joining us today. Hi, thanks for watching today's episode of It's Your Business with Mario Toneguzzi on MegaPixx Media. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode.